bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. So, I know a lot of us are feeling like this at the moment, so I thought, you know what? Why not cure my own boredom too and make a video of 20 things you can do when you're bored in the house? Also, please don't ask me what these clips are. I was so hyped up on sugar. So, yeah, there we go. So jumping into the first one, which is letter writing. So it doesn't have to be letter writing in the traditional sense, because I know that can be a daunting concept to some people. You could do something fun like I've done here for one of my friends. It was sort of like a journal letter style letter. But I've done little boxes of 5 things I'm thankful for, 5 things I can't wait to do once I get out of lockdown. I put a little word search in for her, some quotes, some fun doodles, and a box to write a little summary of what I've been up to. Next, another one, I like to call this my hoarder box. So these are little tickets and knickknacks and stuff that I've collected on holidays. And this can be a really fun project and it kills so much time as well. And it's such a nice way to remember your holiday. Drawing, I had to include this. So I know some of you are probably going to be like, well, Gups, you know what? I can't draw. Stop saying that. There's websites specifically to help you improve any talents you already have or talents you might not think you had. And especially with free tutorials on YouTube as well. I think drawing is the best thing to kill time. It takes up so much time, but it's also a really great form of meditating as well. You just leave all your cares behind as soon as that pencil hits paper. You could also scrapbook, which takes up a lot of time and is such a fun, creative thing to do. I actually made this scrapbook for my fiance, but he's my boyfriend at the time when I gave it to him. And it's just a really nice thing to look back on as well and a nice place to store all my photographs. So if you're not into scrapbooking because of all the stickers and little knickknacks and so on, it can get a bit expensive. I completely understand. You could make something like this, which is basically just a corkboard with loads of photographs I got from uni and my work friends and just some letters. Reading. I know this one is so obvious, but it's the best way to kill time. And you don't even have to read just one book at a time, read multiple books at a time. It's the best. Right, so the next one is refining a skill you already have. I don't know if that's singing, dancing, calligraphy, but the one I've chosen is writing in Punjabi, which is my native language. And I feel like I've always struggled with my grammar in Punjabi, so I have actually bought a GCSE Punjabi book, which I use this time now to practice my Punjabi writing, any spelling mistakes and so on, but most importantly, sentence structure, which I really struggle with when I'm writing Punjabi. So yeah, anything you can think of. I know we always like to think we're the best at everything, but there's always room to improve, and now is as good a time as any to be able to do that. Another fun thing you can do is go into your wardrobe right now and find some bits to put together that you might not have put together before, or some outfits that you're excited to wear again. I swear it lifts your mood straight away, and it's just so nice to see what you've got lying in there. So, jumping into hair, I have been doing this no heat hair detox for about 2 months now, and my hair feels incredible. So, this is one of my favorite go to hairstyles. So what I do is leave my hair to dry to the halfway point and then I'll use some oil just on the ends, so nothing on the roots, but I'll just make sure that my ends are really nourished and then I will put my hair into 2 French braids. So depending on my mood, sometimes I do them super tight, sometimes I'll just do it at like the halfway point of my head just so the waves up top are really loose and then the ones at the ends are really, really tight kind of curls. It just depends what mood I'm in. But this has been such a go-to, especially because I can't style my hair with my straighteners and I used to love curling my hair. I just use this to give my hair a bit more pizzazz because my hair does dry really like loose, wavy, almost straight. So this is a really fun way to just jazz it all up. So that's just an example of where I've actually done it a little bit tighter because I've done the French braids right from the roots to the bottom, so you can see that it's super tight, but then I'm just loosening up the braid a little bit just so it's not really tugging on my hair, so when I'm asleep it's not sort of causing me any discomfort at all. So yeah, I will sleep on that overnight and then in the morning I will open up the braids, put in a little bit oil if needed, and bam, look at that, it looks so good. This is honestly been my favorite thing ever. So, seeing as we experimented with hair, another thing you can do is experiment with some makeup or even just learn some new makeup techniques. It kills a lot of time and you can look beautiful in the process. So I've discovered I really like red eyeshadow. It really makes my brown eyes stand out, so I will definitely be doing more of that in the future. This lipstick, on the other hand, I bought it so long ago and I was shook at how bright it was when I put it on because oh my goodness, I have never worn anything like this. But that's the beauty of makeup. If you don't like it, you can wipe it away. But personally, this kind of grew on me, so I let it just sort of sit on my face for the rest of the day, and it was actually pretty nice. Obviously, you could go a lot more crazy than I did, but for me, this lipstick was crazy. So this is about as crazy as I've gone with my makeup. That was so many crazies, geez. But yeah, let me know what you think of this. I think it's growing on me, you know. So another one obviously is to paint your nails. My nails were already painted in this, so I'm just going to pretend to paint them with a bottle. Honestly, what am I doing? Puzzles! I'm so excited about this one. It's a classic. But if you don't have the space to be able to get out like 1,000-piece jigsaw or even a 500-piece just because limited space working from home and all that, well, I do have an alternative. There's this free app called Puzzle Crown. I downloaded this roughly, I think, a year or two ago, but I've just recently gotten into it again since lockdown because it's just so much more convenient than getting my physical jigsaws out, and it's just so handy. So obviously you don't have the front cover of the box to be able to tell you what the jigsaw is, so they overlay a picture, underlay a picture on the jigsaw, and you can choose the transparency obviously of how detailed you want to see it, or you can just have it as like a little slight ghost image. So all the pieces will lock into place with a little white shadow on them if they're in the right place. If they're not, they will just sort of get lost and you pull them back into your little sidebar again. So obviously, like you can see, you can take away the ghost image at any time. It doesn't have to stay there. So I found this really, really handy, and the more you play it, the more coins you can get. So the more puzzles you complete, that's how you earn the coins, and the more packs you can buy. They have some really, really nice ones from sunsets, architecture, from this is my favorite one. This colors one is so bright. So yeah, that's the one I'm currently saving up for. Board games, I know, right? Another classic. So this can be difficult depending on how many people you are quarantined with. If you're on your own, there are lots of games online, sort of Scrabble and Words on the Go that you can download and you'll be able to play with other people. Or in our case, there's only two of us, so we had to find games that two players could play. So like Monopoly, Othello is one of our personal favorites. We both really enjoy this, and also Battleships is a really good option. Card games, another classic. So I was going to go on to Uno because Uno is one of our favorite games to play together as well, and there's other card games you can get such as 10 Clues too, which are just two-player games, or they can be played well in a family unit as well. Okay, so we're going on to baking, and we're about to see how much I'm struggling just trying to snap some chocolate into cubes. Look at me, I'm so weak. You could just see the struggle. So anyway, it's meant to be fun. So let's just ignore me struggling with the chocolate there. Oh, look at that. Look at so beautiful. So what is in the process here is Biscoff brownies. I swear to God, baking is the best hobby to take up while you're in lockdown. And while you're baking, why not get into cooking too? Or get into the habit of making yourself something special for breakfast. It doesn't have to be every day, but just a little treat you can look forward to. I know a lot of us are in the habit of skipping breakfast because it's like, what's so important about that meal, right? But it is. So here I'm just making myself a really nice masala omelette, which is my favorite. Little bit of garam masala, green chilies, onions, some tomatoes. Oh, look at that beauty. So, so good. But yeah, cooking, great hobby. So now I want to jump into the self-care slash pamper section of the video. I think this is really important given the stressful situation that we are in. I try not to acknowledge it too much because it does get me down, but you know what, that's the reality of it. This is an incredibly stressful situation, whether you've been furloughed or you're out of a job, or it is stressful even just working from home. No matter what your worries are, they're all valid. Like, we're all going through some sort of stress right now. This isn't our normal routine, so anything you can do to make yourself feel better is going to do you a world of good. So one of my pamper slash self-care ideas is a hair mask. This always puts me in a better mood. It's nourishing for your hair as well, and when you've got great hair, great face, it's going to make you feel so much better. Waking up in the morning, seeing yourself in the mirror, it's already going to perk you up for the day. So hair masks is a great start. Secondly is face masks. So before you put a face mask on, obviously cleanse your skin, which I'm just doing here with a Lush product called Kalamazoo. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. It's really, really nice and smooth, and even my face feels so soft once I've washed it off, and it just feels incredible. So go in with a little face mask, treat yourself to a DIY one if you want to, and that could be another thing you could do to kill some time, or a ready-made one, whatever you fancy. Just get in there, get a face mask on, and light a candle, read a book, listen to music, whatever you want to do. Chill out, boo. You got this. Next self-care idea, exercise. I know some of you are going to hate me for this, but trust me, I was in the same boat as you, but Bloglates definitely got me into the whole exercise mode, and then I slowly built my way up to Chloe Ting. I find her really helpful because she has a lot, especially this video that I'm pointing to, she has a lot of videos that have no jumping alternatives, which is so good if you live in a flat like me and you don't want to disturb your neighbours downstairs. Another on the self-care list is cleaning. I know this is a bit of an obvious one, but if you have a clean environment, you're going to be in a better mood, so get those dusters out. Secondly, another very obvious one, I know this is so cliche, but make your bed every single morning. I've adopted this habit since being in lockdown, and I make sure I make my bed every single morning without fail. I don't care what time I get up, or if it's the weekend, I will make sure that I make my bed. It's just a small task that gets you ready for the day and you feel like you can conquer the world. Cheesy, but trust me, it works. So that was it, guys. Now we come to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!